want you to keep in mind the light and dark on the planet, in the world, that we all always know about. There's good, there's beautiful light, and then there's miracles that we all know about that affirm to us our awareness of God and our connection to the spirit life. But then, in that same respect, while we honor the miracles, we honor the gifts that show us that life has magic. There is still also the awareness that there are clear signs that there is too much dark. And what that means is we can be completely on track, completely on the way, knowing what we're doing, knowing where we're going, feeling completely true. And then something dark could come and whisper in our ear, or block a feeling and numb ourselves so we don't feel the same when we're around certain things. But in reality, something or someone, spirit, takes advantage of our vulnerability so we can feel a certain way, and maybe we're nervous before watching a video or something. And energies, which is something I want to talk about more, are getting so dishearteningly advanced in being darkened that there are different things that are going on that make no sense. Like somebody speaking normally, and then just a feeling comes out of turn that doesn't make sense. It doesn't seem like it matches up with them, but then you're like, where is this coming from? Exactly, where is it coming from? Make sure to not overlook sitting with something for a moment when you don't feel right. Or the reason I mentioned this is because I want you to know that even if you don't feel me, it's not because I'm not there. Because I love you. It is because I'm going through a lot. Because I'm going through a lot. More than I think you would believe. More than anyone would believe, I know. But I'm not saying that just because I'm going through a lot, you're feeling this way. I'm saying because I'm going through a lot, it creates vulnerability. And then the ability for my situation not to go a certain way, and then the ability for, well, when you should be feeling just, I think my girl is in sadness. I think my wife isn't feeling too good. Instead of feeling that, whatever reason this is happening, because I'm affirmed by God, it is not karmic, it is not what is meant to be happening. Whatever is happening goes behind the scenes and then messes with you too. Because we are one, I am you. So if I'm going through all these sort of things, what are you going through too? It's gotta be in the mind, because we have different circumstances. Almost the opposite, maybe. Because I can find the light from within, from you, only from you. And then from there we extend. But without you, there would be nothing. Nothing right. There'd be nothing worth fighting for, because the dark, with its advances, makes us feel so vulnerable and overwhelmed. Not just overwhelmed, but feels like it's impossible to do certain things or make it certain ways. But all they have is the mind. They only have our mindset, the undarkened. And when we have the light, we can work with our intuition, and we can see it a certain way that I have this feeling, it doesn't make sense, but it means something else. It's not something I've figured out just yet. And I can tell you, I've been working on it right now. easier to find answers as life goes on. But right now, if you see me and you think, I don't feel you as much right now, there's something standing in front of me and it's numbing you. It's numbing. It's not a friendly thing to think a spirit could stand right in front of you and think you're up to some big, good stuff, important stuff is happening to you. Haha, I'm the one that keeps it away. This literally exists. There are literally bad spirits that are doing weird things. Like feeding you certain lies or supporting a certain thought that makes no sense, but just giving it so much energy, feeding it so much more overly created perspective, like just going far out, because what else are they gonna do if it's an undarkened spirit, not light? So as I mentioned, and I don't want to not mention how I feel. And my hips felt contraction. I felt the vulnerability, and I kept speaking a little more. Just know. And that's letting you know there's something more that's going on. It's not just me and you watching the videos and people support us. Oh, I love you. Oh, that's different. It's weird things going on. And sometimes the ones perpetuating the weird things don't even realize that they could be doing something so weird. You don't realize until you connect with God and realize how it really implicates others, how it really affects and impacts people around us, how we speak about them, or how we feel, even if we don't say it. If something is possible, if it makes sense, or if it don't even go a certain way. It's like, when we just allow, then we get all the answers. Sort of. That's the thing. That's the advanced dark that I'm being shown to talk about more. Where it's not like we're able to detect these things as easily. That impulse to hurt ourselves or talk about something can be really strong because of our need to connect with our soul. It's just remembering that the more we return to God, to our light, to what makes us feel happy, the more we'll have the organic answers. I find myself in a lot of worry these days, and especially with everything going on. I know you can see. I don't have to say anything. I don't want to not say anything else, but I must go.